Coquette, what's up? What's she doing? Yeah, it is about time, right? Whew, whew. This is a little tricky. Let's put this there. It is about time, I tell you. So, I let myself get overwhelmed and haven't painted in probably a month. So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting, I have to say. And I did. I'm glad you came on Monday, by the way. That was not, you know, it's never easy going up against that team. But I think, truthfully, if we can do it, it's good for us. Like, everything else is just so easy. I don't know if you noticed that. I've noticed. Indeed. It's these colors. I accidentally got all this red. I got the wrong reds, and so they're all just piled on, but it doesn't matter. I have to get better at painting. I really have to get better at painting. It's been on my mind. Yeah, because you have to, right? But I mean, it's a challenge. Our team's working on stuff, and you know, they're like anybody else. They are beatable. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, it's not fun losing, but. This is tricky. Should I'm gonna do something different. Got a lot of black. I'm gonna do something different. Normally I heat the colors, I'm gonna cool them. That's a lot of black, which is fine. Probably got too much. It's okay. Hey Siri, text message in Gingy. Twitch, bitch. Hey Siri, too lazy for this. Text message in Gingy. Never mind, screw you. Twitch, bitch. There we go. Try to get in Gingy on. I haven't spoken to him in a while. It's been too long. Hal, what's up? What you doing, girl? He needs more drugs. Who are you talking about? So serious face, yeah. Knew somebody who, this is how he would look. He was like, I never get enough sleep. And I do this, I blame myself. I blame myself. I can't see color, Hal. I don't know how to do this. It's so hard. Something like that. Bitch. It's fine. Mix in between. Yes. Mix in between. What you doing, Hal? Laying in bed. Nice. Like that. I wish I was in bed. What type of drugs do you recommend? What are we talking? What are we working with here? Huh? This painting is going to be weird. Adderall. My brother does that. He does it. He's on it. And he became a doctor. Maybe I should do it. Maybe I should do it. Maybe I should, man. Damn it! Well, I need sleep. I need to go back to sleep. But I'm not going to. I'm gonna man up. I'm gonna power through. Shrooms are fun. That's what you're thinking. First thing, sleeping in bed. Freaking, where are you? In wait. You're in Florida, correct? Oh my gosh. Don't fall. You're in Florida. I think you're in Florida. Tried weed gummies, but didn't like it at all. Stay away from that stuff. I need to be a straight arrow. I need to set an example. Example. Yes. Always set examples. Time to do a freaking masterpiece. That's what we do. I'm going to take the palette, put it down, replace it with a birchwood panel, and then I should create a masterpiece in no time. Brushwork. I have already gone over all the brush strokes in my head. I know how I'm going to place them. And it's worked out great in my head. What could go wrong? Painting is easy. Extremely easy. Tampa. Gotcha. Can't be alone with your thoughts? Well, it's good that you're here. In fact, that's why I have this thing going, the stream, is because for years I was by myself. I would go days without talking in the studio. I have mannequins everywhere that I don't even notice anymore. And I was carrying on conversations with myself. I did notice that that was not normal, which I think is a sign that perhaps I have not crossed completely the bridge to insanity. And before I crossed that bridge, I said I need to do something about it. So it has helped me, in fact, talk to actual live alleged humans, right? Humans, because otherwise things go downhill pretty quick. Boom! Shakalaka. And I've already been productive. Brought wood up today, helped my dad, situated everything, planned out what I want to do, looked up some reference photos on Midjourney to spur my imagination, set the direction for the day, goals, create a masterpiece. Should be quite simple, even though I haven't painted in probably over a month or two. Allegedly human. Neurodivergent thing. You talk to yourself too. It's not bad to talk to yourself. Sometimes it's not bad. All right. Neurodivergent. And then I'll lose this camera just for a second while I reposition. Give me a second here. Move this up. Right? Yep. That's it. Right here. Ooh, that's perfect, I think, maybe. Ow, my hand's cramping, sorry. Got it. Trying to get the right view for you guys. All right, I think I got it. Yeah. Focusing. Rotating lens. Squinting. Setting. Reconnecting. Slipping. 1, and then 2. Did I get it? Yes. That's it. And just a little bit. Nope. Right there. There you go. Oh, I have ADHD. I was diagnosed with it back in the day, and I was on Ritalin. Really, that wasn't fun though. I didn't like it. Don't know. He actually finished his paintings and stuff. Yeah, I don't understand it either. I was diagnosed, but half the time I don't trust anybody or anything. Seeing you in your natural habitat is jarring. I finished stuff to just very manically. Wait, I finished stuff to just very manically. This is definitely ADHD, but I don't know how to pronounce that. Vyvanse worked well for him. Assuming it's a drug. Okay. Organize the brushes really quick. And should not be that hard. Take this one, this one, this one, and these are good brushes too. The rest, these two. Put these back. Wait, that one's good. Okay. Right? Sure. That's fine. And then a little bit larger brush to start. So it's jarring to see me in my natural environment. I can see that. Think I got it? And then this, perhaps. This walnut oil, and then we're going to get started. And it's totally dry. That is not surprising. There we go. How we've missed playing with you. I have, at least. Have you been busy? Actually, don't need that at first. Chairman of the board, the Gun Club. Say white pants. I forgot what. Oh, ants, events. Our brain's pronunciation attempt of vivance better. Vivance. The eerie music is from Baldur's Gate, which is a really, really good game. You know what? I'm just going to block it in with this. It's a little bit better. I'm not clumsy. I don't know what you're talking about. Just a little bit. Let's go here. I'm painting fast, which means I know exactly what I'm doing. It's done. See, you can sell that for a couple $1 million, that right there. People will buy it. Damn this thing. Tyrannica. It's good having you, buddy. Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? Baldur's Gate 3 is actually, I think, one of my favorite games. Sorry, let me get another stand, because I can't. Did I give it away? No, it's over there. Veronica, I like what you said last night about look, I like RR, but I like that you said openly that it sucks when you get people you don't know, which is why we try to keep SPM small, and then you start having to deal with bullshit. That was good. I like that. That was a really good thing. People need to hear that. Sometimes it gets out of control. It's happened before in SPM, which is why we're not going to let it happen again. Yeah, it's good seeing you, man. It's good having you, rather. Kill something, I have hirelings pick it up and put it in a box in my traveler's chest. You know, you can pick up bodies and put them in the chest too. Isn't it? You can do anything in that game. Let's put this here. There we go. Now I can see. So what do you think of Mrs.'s suggestion of turning the tables and queuing into goats unprepared? I think it's brilliant. I definitely would do it. Look, what do we have to lose? Yeah, exactly, Tyrannica. Do you really? That's really funny, Hal. Of course you would. And you're going you say necromancy? Is that what you're doing? It's so you can pick up anything and send it to your camp, which you have unlimited storage space, which to me is a huge issue a lot of games have. Like Diablo, if y'all play Diablo, they try to monetize storage space or try to increase their metrics in incentivizing storage space, which is it's so bad. Baldur's Gate 3 automatically has everything you need, which is quite nice. So yeah, like you can pick up bodies if you want. You can do anything. It's crazy what you can do in that game. You know, it's nuts, man, in a good way. This is just going to be a weird painting. Kill there, but automatically disappear by the next day. You know this stuff. How did you learn this? I watch videos on it. Like in the morning, I exercise, and I don't like the feel of exercise, so I try to distract myself. So I'll watch videos and such. And oftentimes I'll be watching videos on Baldur's Gate. But yeah, Tyrannica, the whole thing with, you know, the control and this and that, just being able to do what you want, you know, with your own premium. I mean, look, you know, we've had it before where we say, yeah, we'll take anybody, blah blah blah. You know. What happens is you eventually start losing your regulars because they're playing with people they don't like. You know, it's true, and it's a lesson we learned. I'm not going to go through that again. I'm not going to waste my time, you know, getting on and playing. So my time is limited, it really is. And we also don't want to have like people who are really annoying, right? And nobody's entitled to play. You know, nobody is. You know, in my opinion. You know, people act like they're entitled to play. Laying the paint, and then what we're going to do, actually water it down just a little bit. You did? You killed them all? You killed, like, how far into it are you, Hal? They did such a good job with that game. I really wish that more games were like this. I can't believe they made a game that's just like this good. They just did such an exceptional job. People, the bad people. Yeah, and it doesn't take many bad people either. It literally can take one. One person can do it. We had somebody. There was somebody who did a coup when we were there. It was the most childish thing ever. Ever. Who does that stuff? Who gets on and says, I'm going to ruin, literally, like, from the inside, a group? I want to beat people. I don't want to, like, destroy them. Just saying. Still in Act 1 on your evil dirt. So you went evil, did you? Yeah, don't speed run. I must see what loot is in every place on everybody before I... Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. It's the one thing that I have... This isn't a bad thing, but it is a lot of looting. That's the one thing. It's very time consuming, and if there was a way to speed that up, I don't know what it would do to the game, but it's not a deal breaker for me. But that is, it's tough. There is a lot of loot. There is a lot of stuff like that. Woo! Okay. All right. Good. Working with big brushes today. The foreground, it comes closer, you're going to have colors that are deeper and richer and such. So, it's the idea at least. Being conscientious of exactly how much medium I'm putting in the paint, because it can water it down, but it also makes it so it's harder to paint on top of. So, it's a bunch of stuff. I always pick up the several heads I find, because are you talking about the skulls? You can light them on fire and throw them, and they do a surprising bit of damage. The heads, severed heads, like, are you talking, what severed heads? You mean the skulls? There are a lot of skulls. I know you can light stuff on fire. How did you figure that one out? I know you can light stuff on fire, right? But this. There. Bitch. Then, what we're gonna do, brush, and we're gonna go into the deep rich paint. This is going to be black. Nice and black, baby. Ever so slightly, we're just gonna paint it on here. Probably put too much medium in. Damn it! Wipe it off. Go in, straight paint. Correct. Going in, approving. Squint. Bring it off. Fade off. Here we go. Yeah. Swing in. Alternating brush strokes. Start from the corner. See the entire shape at once. Squint, squint. Bitch. Also, one of the things is I just prepared all these boards. So now I have a shit ton of boards to work on, which is good. Shit ton. There we go, baby. Woo, chair in the bar. Veronica, controversy time. Corinne, what is your take on AI-generated art? I like this. Good. I like controversy and drama. Around the toll house. You can pick those up. We have to try that. I'll go back to Act 1. I'll go back to Act 1. I'm in Act 2. I'll answer that in a second. Because I'll get behind in the chat because it's going so fast, right? I want to play Baldur's Gate 3 badly, but I'm afraid it'll make me quit WoW, which I'm still enjoying. Elden Ring nearly did that to me, and BG3 looks just as good. Baldur's Gate 3 is my favorite game right now, hands down. And I can get into that. I like it more than Warcraft right now. And I can tell you why. And that might be a little controversial, but I don't think it is. All right. Also, I collect all barrels, and I keep them in barrels in my chest. Yeah, I knew you could do that, right? You can blow up. Yes, yes. So AI-generated art, I think, can be used as a tool. And that's why, in fact, I generated this. There's an image I'm not showing you, but I typed it in, generated it. But what I think it also does is take work from the internet and takes parts of it, because it's siphoning off a database. It's not that it's necessarily like creating it, it's just like mixing and matching. So I guess in a sense it's creating it. I look at it as a good tool for me to spur my imagination on, to get me out of a rut, which I definitely am in. And I'm painting this reference photo right now, but I'm not doing it exactly. I'm not doing it precise, so I'm using it to learn technique. So I think that's okay. I could change my thoughts on this, but it is a tool just like the camera is a tool, and I'm sure that created controversy at first in regards to art, and it still kind of does to a degree. So there are artists who will claim it's their work, or they say, oh, it's good because you have to get good at the command prompts. That's not a high bar, and I think that's a lame excuse. And I think it's also wrong to say that it's your work, your original work, because a lot of this stuff, sometimes it's other people's work. The AI-generated stuff is parts of people's work, and so you have to be careful with that. You want to, you can't say it's like totally, like this concept is not mine. I typed something in, and I'm just trying to get better at it. And so in my work, I'll say, look, this is from Midjourney. That's like I cited that reference. But overall, I think it's a good thing. I really do think it's a good thing, and I think it's just we need to be wise going forward with it. And I've already spoken to some solid painters. One of them very well known who does not agree, but I disagree with him. So. And I can change my view on that. That's a really good question, Taranika. And let's see, the potential for AI art, but I don't like that it's sourced from artists who didn't consent to having their art used. Yes, exactly. That's a very good point. Really scared that as head towards more unethical practices. Well, it's like this. It's like technology. And I agree with you. You're right, and that's good that you say that. It's like anything. It's like, or in Spider-Man, it's like with great power comes great responsibility. It's a responsibility, and it's just how it is. You know, you have to. You can't be lazy with it. You can't let it go. You have to watch it, and there's benefits, but there's also drawbacks to it. You know, you guys know this. It's because people are people. Nobody's perfect, and some people don't even care. And we always have to be vigilant with this stuff. But personally, for my use, like I said, I think it's a great source, and I'm using it right now, kind of experimentally, so that I can organize my thoughts on it. You know, I'm not going to, for example, claim total artistic uh, what's the word I'm trying to say? Um, like, I'm not going to claim total responsibility for this. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, because this is not really my piece. Even though I'm just kind of like, I don't know if that makes sense. It's a tool, right? And another thing is, it's kind of like going into a museum, and we copy those works, and that's actually the best way, in my opinion, to improve as a painter like myself. That's one of the best ways, is to go to a museum and copy a work, because there you're you know, get much more respect when you actually see the painting. I can tell you firsthand that every painting that I do, it looks different. No matter how well I photograph it, it always looks different. It always looks different. And so when you go into a museum and you see all this stuff, and a lot of it's very beautiful work, and it does not come out in a photograph. That's how you learn, but that's also very hard to do, and it's not feasible for all of us. It is absolutely wonderful for getting ideas. I think when people start claiming that it's theirs, that's when you have a problem. And as far as the industry goes, right, like video games and all this stuff, I don't know. It's hard to tell where all this stuff is going. You don't know what's going to happen. Credit where credit is due. Yes, I do. That's what I mean, Hal. Yes, exactly, Taranica. It's AI inspired. So for this one, I think I typed in fantasy landscape, dark but charming, gloomy but charming, and this came out. So it wasn't even that much. And this is Midjourney, like I said, and it's good, man. I mean, I like it. I think it's I need it right now. I'm at a point in my work where I'm a little bit run down, and I'm not whining. It happens to the best of us, right? I'm run down, and I'm second guessing everything I do, and that's not how you just have to act. You have to keep on going forward and not be perfectionist, blah blah blah, all that stuff. But it's rough. So I need to get out of this stupor that I'm in, and even just going and trying to figure out, like, even just looking at the pictures helped me. It just got my imagination going. Oh, what if this? What if that? Maybe I could do this. And I was thinking of how I want it painted, and that's what I need right now. And so I think as your influence, like we artists take a lot from other artists, right, that have gone before us. That's what we do. Well, you can copy the work all day long, and that's good, and that's how you learn. But then after a while, that influence starts showing in your work. And so this type of stuff here, like, I might do one or two techniques that I bring to a painting of a portrait that I'm doing. That is my original work, but that's how we learned. And if down the road anybody was asking, how did you come up with this? I would say, well, I was doing this, and also I used Midjourney. I would credit it. I wouldn't just say, yeah, I came up with that technique and this concept and all this. Now, people will do that, and that's wrong. It's bullshit. It's just how it is. But to be honest with you, I love the conversations. And people get passionate. They get really emotional about it too, which that's not a bad thing. I think that's a good thing. It means that people are passionate over it. You got to be passionate over some of this stuff. And it's nice, but there's a lot of bullshit out there as well. I mean, you know, it's you got to be careful. You can't, there's a lot. Look, art is hard and competition is great. And so when you have those things, you're going to have people who will take advantage in a bad way over some of the tools that we have. And, you know, you don't want that. You know, you want to, sort of bitch bastard. You know, you got to respect people's work and so this stuff is like, it's very broad right now. This is kind of the block in. And then I'm going to go in with the smaller brushes and start tightening things up, plucking shapes out, and that's going to be the fun part. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this, to be honest with you. TBH W/Hue. There's funny stuff like duck. That's a storm wizard. Like a duck. That's a storm. Oh yeah. That's one too. What's fun is going on the Midjourney Discord, even if you don't have like a subscription for it, and just looking at some of the stuff people do, and you can download the pictures. It's one, like I have a database of stuff, and I just look through it, and it just gives me some ideas, and that I don't need to copy them. It's just like prompts something that I've wanted to do, but I'm like, I think it gives me that juice, right, to get it done. I have a No Hearts layer from the 80s version of Care Bears. I don't know what you're talking about. No Hearts layer, I don't remember that. I do remember Care Bears in the 80s though. Not much art made that isn't derivative is, sorry, I can't read. Not much art made that isn't derivative is in some way. People are influenced by the art they've seen and appreciate over the years. I agree. Grasshopper. The golden age of Care Bears. Was, man. Okay. Think. Let's use this brush. Let's go with a little bit of color. Okay, good. Woo! Son of a bitch, didn't work. I go hard for Care Bears, bruh. You're a Care Bears person? You're one of them? I remember I had a blue one when I was a kid. I was a toddler. And my sister had a pink one. And I remember that's when Transformers was out as well, so I was also getting into Transformers. Alright, so at some point I can start getting a little bit more creative with it, like in regards to what I put in. These brushes, I'm going to get a bigger brush, but it's going to be hog hair instead of the synthetic. I'm going to push this towards the light. Check my shirt, make sure there's no white on it, which is good because I hate freaking cleaning this. Grumpy Bear and Cheer Bear. I don't remember who was who. I'll defer to you with that. I'll trust you have to say there. Sounds like Honestly, it sounds like you still play with them. Yes, yes, yes. Get an impression, then you put the touch on it you want. That's how we do it. That's what we do in the hood. Oh, that's what we do in the hood. This is the whisper fighting in the other guys. That's what we do in the hood. You do? Nice, nice. Yeah, Tyrannic. I look. I like RR. I really do. But I know what you're saying. I like RR. They're like Deacon is awesome. I love that guy. I've known him a long time, and And who were you saying, if you're listening, if not, that's okay, but who were you saying was getting upset, and he would stop leading because, it was just like disc would get cluttered and this and that? Who was that? Right. A few of us in RR noticed taco, taco. Okay. I know how that feels. I had done it before too when I was running SPM, and this is back in the day, and I would just get frustrated, and I even tried to put priority speaker in, but I don't think we set it up right. It was an issue, and I was too nice at that time, and I didn't want to kick anybody out unless they did like something horrible. And it was just a mess. It was a mess, and after a while, it just became too much. I mean, actually, what made SPM kind of fall apart for a time was Classic. That kind of brought out the worst in a lot of people. It was too much. Miz was actually back at that point, and both he and I were running SPM, and then it just got ridiculous, and we just kind of let it fall by the wayside until we started it back up again. But yeah, that I've been through all that stuff, so I know how that is, and it's not fun. Okay, got this out of the way. Let me switch to some smaller brushes. I'm going to start doing some detail work, starting in the background, work our way out. A lot of this, I'm trying to keep a mentality of just trying to work quickly, not become too stuck on certain areas. You know what? These brushes really what I want right now. Put them over here. But and we don't take. It's not like you have to be a freaking gladiator to play with us. But I mean, you just got to be. If somebody's being an asshole or something, that's not good. Okay. Dagger brushes. Take these there, and then let's take this. This might be too small, but if they are, I can always get bigger ones. Take this one. Ooh, dagger. Dagger brushes, okay. So, kind of when I paint, I feel out what I need, and I kind of learn as I go. And so I'll modify. I always have some brushes in the beginning, and then those tend to change pretty quickly, actually. All right. Let's see if this works. That's not really what I want. That's awesome. Beastly was also always your favorite. I think it's just out of the frustration when they don't listen. Oh, good. Yeah, no worries, man. No, I hear you. It is definitely out of frustration. I've done that before too. I remember there was one game, and don't worry about responding to this. I'll just talk since you're a newbie. But I remember I was leading a game, and we were at a point where we were winning quite a bit, but we were some people were still getting panicked over stuff, and it was starting to piss me off because, I was like, guys, how many games have we been through with each other? Like, we've been through a lot, and, we're panicking over, like, the dumbest shit. And so I was trying to make a call, and everybody was panicking, and then somebody made a different call that was not the right call. I said, guys, what are you doing? Stop. And I was the one who was leading until I finally said, you know what? Why am I wasting my time with this? So I got quiet, and I let them talk, and we lost. This is how it went. And I said, I've had it with this. I'm not going to waste my time with it. But it's not like that anymore. And it's not going to get that way. I'm not going to let it get that way again. Right. And it was my fault because, going into it, I had the control, right? And I could have made it so that, that didn't happen. But I set myself up for failure with it because I wouldn't kick anybody. That's just how it goes sometimes. That's just how the cookie crumbles, bitches. You ever have any issues with that druid, Zaquilin in Ruthless Renegades Tyrannica? I've found them to be a huge dick. Their names, I never look, I just know the comms are flooded. Yeah. That shit happens. Let me try this. Maybe I'll paint different if I go in the deck. I'm trying to figure out what I'm painting with today. Sometimes I get it quickly, sometimes I don't. Yeah, it's just how it is. Put too much oil on it. Take that out. That was for me calling me an idiot because I was AFKing a washroom before a match started and didn't pass the lead to Taco quick enough. Oh, that's who you were talking about last night. Like last night, we had fun. Cons were messy, but didn't really matter. But had it against another pre-made, I'm sure this group would be good at making it. Yeah, exactly. And you'll probably hear me. I always say that. I always tell people not to say stuff, and if they do, they're going to get muted. It's just how it's going to be. Shauna Mac. Grasaba. It seems like the worse a match is going, the more we need to hear about what people had for oh, shit. I do feel for them, though. But, you know, at that point, they need to start kicking people, man. They need to get rid of people. They have to do it. And if not, you know, and look, and I went through the same thing. And that's why I say it was my fault. It was my fault that SPM got the way that it did, you know, at one point, which is why I'm always advocating for it not to happen, right? We have to. I'm not going through that again. This might be too much. I really put a lot of green on this, but no, actually it's okay. Just put this in here. I mean, I'm not going through it again. I'm just not. Oof. It was horrible. I never want to go through that stuff again. This is gonna be sweet. Let's get all right, Coquette. Oh, Hal, that's a brilliant idea, honestly. I want to. All right, this is gonna be tricky. I gotta make sure this isn't turned green. Do this. I don't think it will. I think this should be okay. It needs more red. That's not looking good yet, but it's going to. And I might actually, it's not in this, but I might put a little bit over here. Just a little. Balance it off some. And then with this type of stuff, you want to spread those colors out just a little here and there. Even if it's not really noticeable. Now what I do, the dark Halloween painting with the skull, was that the candle one, Coquette, that I did? The mice, yeah, that one was good. You know, that video hardly got any views, but I think I know why that happened. Maybe. But thank you. I appreciate that. I enjoy doing that. I've never painted a candle still life before. I've never done that. What are you talking about, Hal? Let's see if I have another dagger brush. I got quite a few recently. I have them. Sometimes it's hard to find them. So there's a big one. And here's one. This is good. Let's go in with some darks. Start cutting it in. So actually, I don't want that. A little bit of red. All right. So I might have to go in with. And then I'm going to dull this down just a little bit here. Something like that. Good. Around. This is just like anything. It takes a while sometimes to get going with it, right? It's just how it is. At least for me, it does. It takes a little bit of time. It's an idea though, painting paintings of candles, because I'm approaching too many actual candles in your house. So you're saying that you should utilize those candles in other ways, do paintings of them. There's a lot of candles. Yeah, you were telling me about that. Actually, it was what was tricky about that was, so like I said, I had never done a candle still life before, and the candles burn down, and when they burn down, the light changes dramatically. It's not just when they burn down; they go through different phases, even when they're full candles. So the light was constantly changing, which was very rough. It's good practice, and I'm actually used to that because where I used to study, it was natural light windows, and essentially, depending on what time of day it was, the light was constantly changing, which you do pick up. It's quite obvious. Anyway. So you're used to not always like following what the light's doing. You kind of keep in mind, okay, it's changed, so don't do this, don't do that, or do this, do that. But I really had to use my head, which I don't enjoy doing. I don't enjoy thinking. I don't like thinking at all. It's not fun, you know? It's hard. I prefer somebody else to do the thinking for me. Too pretty to think. You can tell, Sean. Kick him while he's down. Yeah. What can I say? see if I can change this green brush. Pernica, how are those games going? AV, man. AV. $50-50 marking. Xerolite Caverns needs a big crystal in the ceiling. Yeah, I can see that. Ghidano, come stai, amico mio? Stai bene? Alright, man. Thanks for stopping in. It's good seeing you. Dude, where's my larger brush? Let's try this. This might not work, but that's okay. Tutto bene, bellissimo, grazie. Abbastanza bene. Non ho dipinto in un mese e quindi volevo vedere se ricordavo dipingere. And I remember to a degree, but this is something else, man. Something else. It's a challenge. Poco pratico. Pratico. It's something. Yeah, man, it happens. It happens. How's your work going? Tuo lavoro sta bene? It's a lot, man. Stuff. But most importantly, che mangi stasera? What's on in the menu for tonight? Good stuff, man. Good. That's good. Artistic nude. It's the way to do it. Hey, you're going to learn the most out of that, I think. It's the best way to do it. That's how you learn the most is the nude figure, right? man. That's how we do it. Aren't those taco things? Oggi piadine con affettato. Piadine con affettato. I don't know what that is. Piadine con affettato. No. For now, just characters from video games that love to see in a more glamour, soft, erotic way. Gotcha. I don't even know what that. How did you know that, Hal? This is thinking about the bass. Shit. Have you really? Piadina, it's like a big tacos, but softer, and you can put some ham, salad, or anything you like. Dude, I don't know if I've had that before in Italy. Have I? I don't know if I ever had that. It's true. Softer. The Duomo was super disappointing. It got these black streaks and sides from car exhaust, and to be honest, they could have washed that off. When did you go, Hal? In Italy are always they're not diligent to work. I know what you mean. So there was a rickety wooden chair, 2014 went case up to the top, so you got to rub up against a bunch of strangers to get up there. That's the best part. Yeah. No, I hear you. I remember that. So when I was there, it was back in like early 2000s, and they had scaffolding on there for like 3 years, and they didn't they waited. The scaffolding was up for 3 years on like a lot of the buildings, like, you know, one of the towers. I think on the Duomo, it was up for at least a year. They would never start work until the last month, and then that was it. So they would get like time and then procrastinate all the way up until the last moment, and then they would do the work. It only took them a month. Which is why it surprises me that, that's why I was asking Hal, because I would have thought that it would have been cleaned, but it's not, so. What's this one? This is a brush. Did the mummified hand in the glass case. That was cool. You liked it. Did you write your name on the wall? I didn't. On the way up, there's a lot of names and dates graffitied. It had been like 10 years since they stopped letting people drive there. You can't drive there anymore? Wait a second. I don't think you could drive around the Duomo area, but the city is filthy. So, I mean, it's not... What good it's going to do? Used in like the 90s, that's why there's cars also inside of it. Yeah, but they should have, like, I think they can clean it. They should have cleaned it. Right? Well, they didn't, bitch. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see how this works. Then this brush. Some designing, lots of designing. That's what we do. We design. Sure to post a side by side in Discord. Oh, of this? I can do that. Yeah, I don't mind doing that. Definitely. The thing is, what time is it? I wanted to do well, I'll probably pick this up tomorrow. I'm still going to stream a little bit longer, but I won't finish this probably today. I don't know how long I'm going to be working on this. So this is more just trying to get me back in the flow of things. But I'll post it when it's done. If y'all want. It's totally fine with me. I went to lots of museums, saw the statue of David, very cool. My dad took a picture of me with his balls right above my head. It's pretty funny. I like that. Yeah, stuff like this, these types of paintings take me some time to do, but definitely I do enjoy doing them. It's worth, like, it's totally worth it for me to do stuff like this. It needs its rest. What are you talking about? You? Oh, me? Oh, definitely. Do Bob Ross voice impression time? Okay. So here's what we're going to do. So half the time I don't know what the fuck that I'm doing, so I'm just going to squint down, because squinting, you see, is the key, right? This is the key to everything. Look, it doesn't matter if you can't paint. It's all about expressing yourself, the emotion, the flow, the feel. You have to feel it, you have to want it, right? I used to spend all my time, I would spend weeks working on a single painting, and then I just realized that you can just throw it together in 5 seconds very easily. So, that's how I like going about it now. And guess what? I'm having a good time with it too. Not being too meticulous like I'm doing right here. Just, you don't know what's going on. Look, the eye's an amazing thing. You don't need to paint everything. Just put a couple marks down, let your eye do the rest. It's amazing what your brain puts together, assuming that you have one, which studies have shown 90% of the people don't. And then 90% of the people who do have them don't use most of them. I'm just kidding. That sounds very bitter. I'm just messing with it. It's off the top of my head. It's not bad. Is that okay? Yeah? Want me to keep going? So now we're going to put little happy glints of light. Light doesn't like to be by itself. In fact, a good painting has a nice flow of light. Light travels in packs, all right? It sneaks up on you. Those shadows think that, they're going to dominate the painting. And sure, you need light, you need dark to contrast the light, because in painting there is no such thing as light, so you need to create the illusion of light. But look, just express yourself. I don't know. I don't know, man. Here's the thing. I'm not like trying to do y'all can't see the reference photo, but I'm not trying to do like an exact replica of what I did. I'm just trying to get the mood, the feel. Look, you just have to feel the painting. You have to be expressive. Right? This tree is lonely because it's dead. Let's give it a friend. Plant another dead tree next to it. Passive-aggressive Bob Ross. Yeah, exactly. It is pretty funny. Look, I love Bob Ross. I really do. And you know what's funny is that amongst the artists that I trained with and such, people in this line of work kind of look down on Bob Ross, like, Bob Ross, the technique. He actually, I have to say, some of his technique was not that bad, and he was a performer. He did paintings really, really fast, right? That's what he did, and so kind of worked that area just a little bit. There's actually a lot of skill behind it, and people love watching him because it's fun to watch. That stuff is performative, really. It's really breakthrough bullshit that he did right in the beginning. Really good. Like, especially if you watch the first episode ever, I think was one of his best paintings. One of them. I liked all of his, like most of his stuff. Like sometimes there were episodes you're like, that wasn't that great, but you're gonna have that. There's I don't know, 100 or something. There's a lot. Let's let this in. There's a lot. So many brushes to clean already. You should dress up like a baby and do finger painting one day. It would get you more viewers. I don't know if I want to sacrifice my dignity like that. I mean, that's pretty funny though. I don't know why. How do you come up with this bullshit? You should dress up like... Are you still laying in bed thinking about mushrooms, by the way? Right? Huh, quite a specific niche. It's so stupid, man. It's funny. It's a good one. With the power of autism. I love how you just like own that. Yeah, that's a good thing. I want to get to the point where I can like improve upon the image, but I'm not sure that. I don't know if I can.
drunk and make me feel it's not my fault. I'm not to blame. These ain't my sins. I broke my chains. There's more to do, and I still want to live.
This is how Miz sings, by the way, right here. Beautiful voice. That's what happens when you're born without nuts. Does anybody else want to talk shit about him? I'll do it. He really does remind me of the kid in the Never-Ending Story. The one that's like riding the dragon. Wait. You have butterscotch now? I'm still in bed, but I have butterscotch. Yeah, so, your grandma at heart. Yeah, the reason why I'm like tired is because sometimes I have a baby monitor on dad, and I'll notice that he's moved or something, so I'll go and kind of like situate him, make sure he's comfortable, which I love doing. But then recently I've been having a little bit of a harder time getting back to bed, which is problematic. Or getting back to sleep. I get back in bed just fine. And I don't develop the habit by saying, oh, I can't sleep, so I start like reading a book or something, because then I think that'll make it worse. But that's been one of my challenges recently, is trying to fall back to sleep. But also, it's not just that, I also stay up too late sometimes playing games. Like I should be in bed probably 30, 40 minutes, an hour sooner. That would make a huge difference. It's all on me, that one. this down in value. That down. Hammy, what's up? How you doing, girl? How's it going? Doing good? How are you feeling? You feeling better? I hope you're feeling better. I really do. Hammy has been going through a tough time for really, it seems like a long time. It seems like every time something happened to Hammy. My mom used to run assistive living facilities. I volunteered when I could. Whenever the dementia peeps would get rowdy, we'd put on old sweet music and Gene Kelly movie. Yeah, good. They need to be taken care of. All for that, man. All for it. Doing pretty good. Still slightly tender in spots, but I feel better than pre-surgery. Thanks. Yeah. I've been good. Just trying to get back in the swing of things. I've been a little bit out of it and trying to get myself back in. It's been very, very preoccupied with just stuff, just random things in general. But cannot complain. Cannot complain. I'm missing our normal group. I'm missing Queldar and Laura. She pops in every once in a while. She's really good about that. I have not caught her stream. I need to try to catch it tomorrow. I feel like I might be having more time now because it seems like my mom's doing better with my dad. And so I'm not having to be there all the time like I was before, which is kind of what was happening. And so now I'm able to actually get some work done, which is really good. It's like amazing feel. So I don't know. We'll see. So hopefully I can be there more on the stream. He was talking about his dad, and I started thinking about dementia and Alzheimer's. Yeah, and he. Yeah, Hal, he's had it for some time, and it's been that stuff is rough. If you've been around it, you know how that is. I try to be as positive as I can with it, and I enjoy being around him. I like, messing with him. Probably, I don't know if you've seen him before, because it's the first time you've been here, Hal. I don't know. Sometimes I'll have him, and he'll be sitting here in the background. But like I said, Mom's watching him today, and my sister's going to try to help as well, which is very nice of her. But yeah, it's dude, that stuff, look, it's hard. It's hard stuff. It's very sad, but it's been long enough where I'm used to it at this point, and so it's not like traumatic. It was when it first started happening, but it's like now it's, like it's at the point where you can see also good things about it too. It's not all bad. It's definitely not all bad. Yeah, watch after your dad. Shit, that's wrong. But yeah, I wouldn't wish it on anybody. Nobody. I don't care if I like them or not, or if I dislike them rather. If you like somebody, you're not gonna. Tagging, what's up, buddy? I was just thinking about you, and I was saying how much I miss our crew. How's the university treating you, boy? And I'm concerned about my dad because his Facebook posts are just about his lake and the fireplace over and over and over. Really? Do you think that he's starting to get a little something? I hope not. Ooh, I hope not. Tag in. This is off of a reference from Midjourney. Remember you said you should do a portrait or something. I was actually this morning on Midjourney going through and typing in, like Bashing LePage was one of the people you mentioned. Thanks, man, but this is a Midjourney thing. It's not like an exact representation, but I'm trying to get my head back into things, man. You know how it is. Tagging in is, I think you're 18 now. He's gonna be freaking awesome at painting. That's what he loves. He's already leaps and bounds ahead of where I was. That age, whew, leaps and bounds. And he's gotten that way off his own study for the most part, because let's face it, the schools just, they're not there, man. Not when you're young. That age. Let's darken this some. How's the university been? He's probably having to do the work all by himself. The stuff like that's what I would do. Tagging was when university, same shit, different. I know, man. Right? That's how it is. Hey, even when I was in Italy before I found the academy, I didn't even know what it was when I first stepped foot there. Before I found it. I was having to make up my own work because they weren't giving it to me. They weren't giving it to me. This is the first time I painted in like over a month too, which is horrible. Freaking awful. Freaking horrible. Good. I saw your landscape. Very good job. Very good job. This is going to be too light now. Yeah. That was a fast one, yeah. Yeah. But I'm glad you're getting that practice. I really am. Dude, I can't wait, like, I would give it 5 years or so. I bet you surpass me. Like, you have that mind. If not 5, then like 6, 7, 8. It's gonna be good. You're gonna make some amazing work. I know. You are gonna make some amazing work. You already are. That portrait that you did, that you were on TV for. Dude, people don't do that stuff. You know? They just don't do that. You don't have time to study painting. What are they making you do? Like, just, I don't know. What are they making you do? About the landscape one? What did he say? I want to know what he said. Did you show me his work? I think you did. Stuff, man. here's the thing. I could stream. I want to keep streaming. I'm not going to stop yet, but I do have to. I need to make sure my sister's going to walk my dad, because otherwise I'll have to go soon to walk him, and then I can get back on. But I might just stream tomorrow. Oh, that one, the Skanderbeg one. You know what's a ghost? It's his understanding of painting. I can't believe you're 18 pulling that stuff off. Yes, I do. I put a leash on him and then, walk him out. It's the way to do it. I have to make sure he gets exercise. He can't walk himself right. Well, he can. He can walk. You gotta be careful with that stuff. You fall. Dementia. He doesn't know. He's just it's tricky. Older people, they'll fall. When we get old, we fall. But at least if you have your mind, you know to be cautious. You know not to do certain things. He doesn't know that. It's extra tricky. Extra tricky. That's how it is. Right? It's just how it is. Like a baby leash. How's he doing? He's doing good, man. Thank you. He's doing way better now. He's wanting to stay up late. Before he was going, he sometimes he would just fall asleep and sleep for several hours during the day. Now he stays up all day. He's talking, even though it doesn't make any sense. He's very active. It's wonderful. He's yeah. So my mom is actually watching after him right now. I said, look, I'll take him to the studio. She says, no, I want you to go, and I like having him around. So she's kind of 180'd. I think she's kind of gotten used to it at this point, and she's drawing more comfort actually being around them, and she's being more efficient at home with what she needs to get done. So. Huge weight off my chest. Not that I don't like being around him. Obviously, I do. But, dude, that's one. Look, I'm a dumbass, which is why, my work should be further than it is. But it does play a part when it's tiring always having to watch after somebody, even though I love being around them. I had to walk my grandfather when he had Alzheimer's too. Did you really? So you know how it is. But yeah, Tagging, you'd like it. He's walking by himself and everything. He's walking around, and I love it. I love it. It's great. You got to be careful when he first gets up, but besides that, it's pretty good. This painting it's coming along. I mean, look, this painting is probably like everything else that I do. I'll probably have to work on it more than I think to get this thing done. Let's get, you know what? Let's try this. This might not be what I want, but we will see. I don't think this is what I want, honestly. Actually, I could go with this. This is a softer brush, so I'm just going to use it for the areas which I think might need to soften down just a little bit. Just a little. No, but it's fun. It's fun being around him. It really is. He's always laughing now. just found out that it's possible to come up. That it's not possible to come to the U.S. to work this summer because our exams are in July. The work and travel program needs your average grade by the end of January, so it's up for the next summer. Damn. That sucks, man. That sucks. This is nice, but it's too soft. Harder brush. Use this one. This is a little bit too small, but that sucks. It's all because of the shitty university program. Yeah. Dude. That stuff's a pain, isn't it? Al, that's not very cash money. So freaking weird. Sitting in your bed eating butterscotch saying weird shit. That's what you do. That's what you do. It's gonna be weird. Stop. She keeps trying to hit your face. Really? Shut up. Oh, stupid. So dumb. The more I work on this, the more I'm like, I need to work on this. Just do a painting. I can get it done quickly. 8 hours later. Why is it not even halfway? Let's get this. I wish you could take this as a ringtone and set it on people like you don't want to really talk to, so you know when they're calling. What? It looks the same as it is? Yeah, you're probably right. This tends to happen when I'm starting to fizzle out. I'm just like going through the motions. Nothing's going through my head. It's one of those things that you're not seeing quick changes to, which is something if I'm streaming I do need to work on, because I think it's not as entertaining to watch something that has slow progress, but sometimes I kind of fall into that. So. Again, that's why Bob Ross was very successful, is that there was never slow progress, right? Oh, snap. Snap. Why do I do that? Because I'm an idiot. Don't do that. It'd be more entertaining if you talked weird when you were doing slow stuff, like singing a sea shanty and Elmo voice or something. You can do the Bob Ross thing again.
Right, going in and we're correcting the drawing. Just a little glint of light up top in the hill. You never know, you just want to leave a lot up to the imagination. Squint down just a little bit. We're going to alternate between horizontal strokes and the vertical strokes.
That wasn't a good one.
Squint.
Shit. Messed that up.
Fuck.
It's okay. It's weird. Dark blobs. You see dark blobs? You see how it looks. It looks okay on stream. In my head, I'm thinking this sucks. Constantly. This requires work. That's how these things go. Like, tie it up, keep on tightening it up, tightening it up. That's how it goes. Oh, thanks, Ilakimo. See, Ilakimo likes it, Hal. Ilakimo. It's like the champion of posting in our Discord. Tons of work. How's your kid doing? You should put a sea monster in the river for extra spooky. Send me a picture of yourself. Boom! Eat it! It's for the cat. Bullshit that I had to put up with. We're just making these variations here and there. You have higher standards. You're sitting in bed eating butterscotch. I like how it looks. It fits so well with the music. Baby's doing great. Awesome. Cool. Fix this hairbrush. This one now. Okay. Let's do. Let's look. Let's see if this works. So your reasoning is that it's butterscotch, not Jolly Ranchers. That's your defense. Is that your defense? Please tell me it is. Solid defense, okay. Fix this. You haven't posted on Discord for a while. You've moved to roller pin in art class. I actually like your pin drawings a whole lot. I really do. You know me. Look, I'm always trying to get people to draw, repaint this part right here, I think. Do the bar drawings and all that stuff because that's how you get better. I really do believe that. Yeah, post them. I do like them. You can draw the Mochi version of you, but that's about it. Is it Mochi or Mochi? What are you talking about? Mochi version. Mochi? Okay, you show me in a minute. 1 second, let me check and see if my sister was able to go see Dad. Might be able to. Hey Siri. Actually, never mind, I'll just type this. Sorry, almost done. There we go. We're good. Back. Got it? 1 second. What's up? No worries. Cool. Yeah. That's fine. Okay, maybe I work here for another 30 minutes or so and then go and situate him. That's fine. I can do that. You are tomorrow? Okay. Oh, really? Okay. I got you. Yeah, no worries, no worries. It's all good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. Actually, no, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Yeah, I'll work for another 30 minutes and then I'll go and take care of them, okay? Like 1,000 times better. Yeah, he was walking and everything, whereas the last time he wasn't. So it's good. It's very good. Yeah. Anyway, look, I got to run. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye. My sister had to situate that. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back. Now, you posted the last your last 3 pages. Good. I will check them out. All right. Just need to tie up quite a few things. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'll probably try to stream some tomorrow as well, and get done as much as I can with this. Something really quick. This is going to help. So I'm having a little bit of a hard time because there's reflection. So what I do is sometimes I'll tilt the painting down so I can actually see, take some of the reflection away because some of it I paint quite thickly, which is good to do that. Bring this forward just a little bit, then I'll make sure that the focus is. So I got probably about 20 more minutes, 30 minutes, and then I'm going to in stream for today. I'll probably stream some tomorrow, but I'll check on Dad. Make sure he's okay. Let's forward and then let's make sure that's probably okay. It's going to help some. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I mean, look, I'm going to stream for another 30 minutes. Let me just rest my eye from this because I've been painting nonstop and it's a nice blocking, but it's not at all what I want. Stop looking at it just for a second. Just for a second, yeah, so. Hal, where have you been? You said you've been going to sleep early. Can we round robin mock? I stream cringe streams. Who else streams? That'd be fun. It's fun to do that. Coquette, I wish there was a way. I know there's not a way. I thought you could put a password on streams. You know, especially like on the nights that we queue and stuff. Because I want you to be able to stream, but then they use that to queue into us, which, you know, we need time sometimes to lick our wounds and to just chill and have fun. The problem is that last night when we went up against Pugs, it was the most boring thing ever. It wasn't a challenge. I was literally the second game trying to make it so that it lasted, right? Just trying to make it so it's just, okay, now I can see what I'm doing. Couldn't see it before. Time to ruin this painting. Tell BSG to bring crappier people. I had like a 2-week long depressive episode after I got diagnosed, so I barely played well, and now I'm just getting tired before it. Wait a second, you got diagnosed with what? If you don't mind me asking, are you okay? Do what I told FA to do. Everyone sit in base, let other team take almost everything, then try. Oh yeah, that's the bridge defense, definitely. Hey, I want to do that. I want to do that, and if we lose, I am fine with that. I just want to have a fight. We're either getting our asses handed to us, or we're just like, it's so easy. That second game, I didn't even know where their team was. I saw like 8 of them the whole time. I think because they were fighting at Frostwolf. It was pathetic. I'm going to start the stream playing another game, then flip to WoW, then the queue pops. Yeah. Hypermobile, EDS, POTS, and I don't know what those are. I'll look them up though. It sounds like ED erectile dysfunction. I'm not trying to make a light of it, but I just essentially said you have a penis. How? Okay. Tyrannica, speaking of, we just ran with Oka Strong Tongue, leveling his alt in Wintergrass, and he whispered a nice and sincere message. Good for him. Yeah. Look, he's probably a fine person. I don't care. Whatever. That was nice. No. This time, I do have a penis, big fat one, bigger than fat stick in the game. It's with women, and they always say that stuff. It's pretty funny. I do have a penis. The ones in your drawer don't count. Ooh. Coquette just burned you. Unlike your inferior men, wait, envy? Unlike you inferior men, we women can equip different shapes and sizes of penis. What are you talking about?
Unlike you men.
Yeah, it is, isn't it, Taranika? I mean, that's why. Keep talking. I do want to see where this goes. I really do.
Damn it.
That's what I want. Staying out of this one, mostly because I have to go back to work, take care of everyone. Okay, Hammy. Merry Christmas. Maybe you'd be less weird if you got pegged once. What are you talking about? Stream rated. I got immature. Rated I for immature. Yeah, stream rated I. Yeah. I mean, so I haven't read all the changes that Twitch made, but apparently they made it. Well, they made some changes to the nudity clauses, but I don't think it applies to my stream. I think my stream still will get flagged if I do a naked chick. I mean, I have to there's a way that I have to, blur them out and stuff. But I've had my channel suspended before for artistic nudity, literally artistic. Like I was doing, what was any of this furry bullshit that people do? Truly believe there would be no war if men just explored each other's body. Dude, that is the weirdest thing. First off, number one, they do, okay? Which, I'm just saying,
There would be no war if men just explored their bodies.
that doesn't make any sense. Keep talking though. It fascinates me, your mindset with everything. You never know what you're going to say next. No, I don't have experience with that. No. Yeah. This is Crin's other chin. Guys, I swear. Dude, that's not my thing. It's not my thing. It would be like, wait, war's the best way to explore others. So she's fun. Dude, how? It would be like that female only playing on Rick and Morty. We chuck the men outside via catapult. Did that happen? Yeah, true. It's not your thing. I can tell. A gay coworker used to say everyone is a little gay in them. I just, yeah. It's not my thing. It's just not my thing. stream is always so educational, right? Here's the thing, guys. I'm not somebody who tries to shock and awe and say things just because I can, but I'm not a PC person, but I'll be respectful. But I also like that people can say whatever they want, you know, within reason, right? Just don't be stupid. This stuff is fun, though. I enjoy it. It's good. The weirder, the better, and that's why we have Hal sitting in bed, probably with her Care Bears, playing with Care Bears, eating butterscotch, talking about gay people and buttholes. It's into that Japanese leather stuff. What are you talking about, Japanese leather stuff? Now, that I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't say things within reason, though. I know you don't. I think all of us here know you don't. You've made that very clear, right? And again, there is nothing wrong with that. That is totally fine, right? You know what's funny? Every once in a while, it hasn't happened today. Somehow, it has not happened today that Twitch notifies me saying, "Do you want to stop this person from saying it?" You know, gives the option of whether let somebody post something or not. Right? Could be offensive or something. It hasn't happened. Yeah, it hasn't happened. I always push it through, though. I always let that stuff go. I always push it through. All right. You know what? I know what I'm doing. The dark brushes, or the light brushes always get darker because... back a little bit. I should have tilted this a while ago because I can actually see what I'm doing now. And it does really help. It does really help. There we go. This reminds me of a neat spot in Lineage 2. Let me find the screenshot. Really? All right, Ilokimo, see you, buddy. It's good having you here, man. I'll check your drawings out in a second, too. My mochi, Lewis is done. Really? Did you draw it? To put that touch of subtlety to it. There's so much I need to learn in painting. There is so much I need to improve upon. It's not even freaking funny. Damn it. For all this time. After all these years. It's called Death's Pass. Well, you know, it's let's see. Continue. I can see that. I can see that. Lineage 2, huh? You sent a disc message. Let me check it really quick, actually. I am genuinely curious about this. No, I don't have it open there. I'll open it. Doubt it'll stream. This painting is actually a lot of fun. I am enjoying this. Quinn is pleased. Is pleased. I'm just kind of jumping around, obviously, here with this stuff. Look, I'll say this. I haven't painted in a long time. That feels really good. It feels very good to paint. I've been missing it. Been missing it a whole lot, actually. I've been missing it. So that painting, the Bobo's painting, I'm still developing the concept. And if you want, I can stream that too. I'm going to do some Photoshop markups, so they're going to be digital. But I don't know what I'm doing with that as much. And so, like, with the concepts, I was literally sitting and just thinking. And it wasn't anything I wanted to stream, so I was doing that the last week or two. Did he tell you what he wants yet? Yeah, he does. But he wants me to it to be like an artistic expression, like for myself, really. He really wants that. So what I'm thinking of doing is a shot of him. This is going to be really cool. I probably have to end the stream, to be honest with you. But I'm going to, let's see. First off, let me see. Okay. All right. Yeah, so this works. It's going to be him kind of holding his helmet here with his sword like that, and it's going to be like probably about this much that you guys see right here. And so he's going to be holding his helmet there, and he's kind of looking off in the distance. And he's very weathered and just like worn. He's in his 60s, and it's going to be actually the real life Bobo's face in it. He's probably going to come and sit for me. And it's going to be a very dark background, and the armor is going to be shining forth, but parts of the painting are going to be lost in the background. And it's going to be a very strong painting, lots of very thick paint. He lives in Virginia, I think in Virginia Beach. And yeah. And so I'm in North Carolina. I think it's probably about 4, 5, 6 hours or something like that. And Miss Widget would drive him down. And I've seen pictures of him, and he has a very good face to paint. He's actually a very strong face. Would make a good knight, I think. And he also has a beard, which I would probably have to trim up some. I could do that in painting. I wouldn't have him do it necessarily. but I'm still working. I want to know exactly what I'm doing so that when he comes and sits, I have the lighting and everything set up. I have the composition, all that stuff. That's what I want to do. He's a big guy. So I'm like 6 feet, maybe 6'1", and I think he's like 6'3" or 4 or somewhere around there. He's up here. He's a big guy. And he used to play basketball. Yeah, he is. He's a bigger guy than I am. He's a very, very tall guy. So it's going to be good. It'll be really nice. It'll be nice to see him. Boy, this thing has a lot of things that I could change on it. 6'3" now. He used to be 6'4". Yeah, you shrink some. So yeah, he has 2 inches on me, just solid. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be good. I want it to be good because for years I've listened to what he wants. I'm going to paint just for like maybe 5 more minutes as I talk about this, but I've listened to him for a long time speak about this stuff. You know, he used to whisper me a lot in game and such, and you know. So I have a solid feel for his character already, and he. I'm juggling the idea with technically what I can do, which is a lot. I can definitely do it, but I really want to have a solid direction, and like I've been talking about, I've been very distracted recently in my own work and the stuff that I've had to do, and so it's been a little bit slower coming to the idea, and sometimes the idea, you know, it takes a while to get those ideas solidified. You know, I really want to do him justice, because this is like, he loves this character, and he promised his kids this stuff. Like, if you really listen to what he's saying, it's actually quite nice what he wants to do with it. You know, and he's not self-obsessed like a lot of people. They want everything to be about them, right? Like, you know, in the game or whatever. And with him, he's more into his actual character, right? He doesn't want to be known. He wants his character to be known. It's going to be, I think, and I have to go over this with him. That's not good. It's going to be kind of like, I think, towards the end, he's still fighting, but he's just seen everything, right? So I can help with the armor accuracy. I have a plan for the shields he goes through and whatnot. That would actually be very helpful. If you want to send me that stuff, it'd be great. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He wants Bobos' story, not you know, his, like, in real life story. That's not what he wants. He doesn't want it to be about himself. He doesn't want him to be a distraction, right? He just wants it all about Bobos. And, you know, this is a guy who, you know, he's gone through a lot of trauma in his life, and it's where he found solace. Is this? It kind of gave him, in my opinion, the confidence to, I guess, function again after some of the things that he went through, because he used to be very capable, and he lost a lot of his capabilities, you know, which happens to everybody when they get older, but it happened to him prematurely and such. And, you know, he's been through a lot, and, you know, that's a good thing. It means a lot to him to get this stuff done. So I definitely want it to be something that is solid for him, right? I want to do a good job with it, but also I need to be in a solid technical mindset. Not just, it's one thing like saying, oh, I have a great idea, but, you know, you have to be good enough to paint it. And, you know, it's important to him. I want to do it justice. because I like him. I really do like him. I know, I get he rubs a lot of people the wrong way. He really does. But I like him, and I want to help him. I don't know. What do you think? And I don't know about the Altered battle. I have not read. I'm not up to date with everything in regards to like the story. I know Miss Widget is writing it, right? But I'm not up to date with everything. I know I have to go, but I really don't want to. I could paint the rest of the day. It's okay. I can come back and come in strong. I wrote most of it. I have to edit it, and I'll check for lore accuracy. Is he done writing it? I don't think he is yet, but he's pretty far along. You'll have a website too. And here's the other thing: is I'm not great at digital work. I've been watching some videos recently on it to give me like the art, and the drawing and all that stuff I can do, but there's tricks when you edit that can speed up your workflow tremendously, and I'm really trying to understand that stuff and just learn the ins and outs. But I could do some of the other like concept work and such for chapters of the book, right? So I think the painting that I'm doing is the painting, right? It's him, but you're going to want to have smaller drawings and such for chapters. Go back and look at the story plan and get a transmog or something you can look at to really understand what Bobos will look like after Alter It. The first book is planned out, and the entire story has a loose structure, but you still have to come up with all the details and formatting. So like with the armor, have like his transmogging game. I got that before he got kicked. And the other thing, like in regards to that, there's like I want to make it kind of more ornate and realistic, right? Than it is, but it still flows with what he is. After Alteric or Belinda, though, that's his in-game log. Oh, okay. Well, send me some stuff, and it'll give me ideas, because I'm not set on anything. That's the thing. I'm not set, right? This is going to be a good painting. Like I can pull this off, but I really. It's going to be a good one. It'll be a good one. So, Miss Widget had an idea for having him sit. Like, so he's sitting on a rock or something. So he's sitting there, like, looking outside. I was actually on Midjourney trying to come up with ideas and stuff, and it had him sitting. And then it got me brainstorming. And I think I want to do a sketch of that, but I'm not sure I want that to be the painting, because if that's the painting, then I'm doing a whole scene. Because I think if, like, I can make him actually sitting. That's the other thing. I can make him sitting in the painting. That's one thing I could do. So what I did actually, I put the camera on myself and went up and just, like, I actually put it on film, not just take a picture individually. And I went through all the motions that I thought would be good poses so I can go and watch the film, and I reviewed it, and it could be good. So, because when you film yourself, you might stop and be like, right there, that's a good pose, and you didn't think to take the picture then, but, so that's why I film that stuff. And I do that actually with thumbnails too. It's a nice little trick. But, so I did that to get the poses, and I did seated poses, and I also did the pose that I just talked about. So I'm going through all of this stuff, trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to do with it, you know. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah. Do you want him to be looking out on a landscape or like a portrait that old war heroes have? If he was looking out, okay, so if I have, for example, a portrait that, like within the frame here, right, this camera frame, and let's cut it right here, if you can imagine. And then I'd be standing back here, or right here, and so this is like the end. Over here, there's no space over here, right? This is just cut off. You're not going to have a lot of space for a background. You would have space if I was smaller here, like about here, and you know, like I'm sitting like this, then you could be looking out, and perhaps I could do a long view or something. So it depends on the dimensions. So I don't know. I don't know. These are the things that I'm kind of working through. You have an idea, a feel of how you want something to look, right? But then, like, you have to work out the technical aspect of it, and it has to do too with what the client wants, what Bobo wants. You know, Bobos. Tricky, but it's going to be very, 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 very good once it's done. It's going to be it's the painting that I like to do, that type of stuff, right? It's very creative, imaginative, but I can still put that classical touch to it. It's not, you know. Yeah, the Napoleon one. So I don't want it like light or like, you know, I don't want a background like this around here. What happened? That it doesn't matter. Anyway, I don't want like, I want it like deep and dark, just like it's totally dark. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Oh, that one? Yeah. Oh, that one. Yeah, I was thinking of the one on the horse. Yeah, the darkness behind it is very transparent. Now that's a transparent red. I like that. There's it would be almost a black background. It would have some color to it because you always put color in, but it would be a black background. And yeah. Bitch. What do I do with that? It's like this big legendary hero is just slumped in chair looking traumatized. It really humanizes him. Yeah, that one does. That's you know what, position-wise, that's a very good point. See, that's the thing. And so I've been doing sketches, like it could work. Like that might be something that I end up going with. Take this out really quick. Darken it back up a little. I don't know. He's got that bow-worn look on his face. I mean, yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. You know, that's one of those things is that with paintings that you really want to do a good job with, it's possible to overthink it. But you have to do some of that. You can't just go in and just get it done, right? Necessarily. You need to have a plan for it. And so that's why I enjoy having these conversations here, because it gets me thinking, and I think people have very good ideas, and sometimes you miss them, especially when you're locked away in the closet. In the closet. Not in the closet. Locked away in my studio. Damn it. Don't say anything about that one. Don't roll with that one. Locked away in the closet. And clip it. Said he's gay. Not gay. You're gay. But this story was one of the great traumas that reflect the life of the guy behind the character. Exactly. Do him sitting on a rock, like bent over with his elbows on his knees, his wrists limp, like a 100-yard stare and half-healed injuries. We could definitely do that. We could definitely do something like that. Shut up. That's pretty funny, actually. Yeah, now you got me thinking about it. You got me thinking about it now, too. You know, you'd be really good at, like, painting storming oceans and stuff. Yeah, you can do that. Do that. I have to go check on my dad. gloomy dark fantasy with that threatening undertone. Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. I really want to keep on working on this, especially today, because I feel like I'm hitting my stride with it. Small chance I stream a little bit when I come back. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. I do need to go and make sure Dad's okay, though. But either way, I'll probably be streaming either this afternoon or tomorrow at the same time. Yeah, Tyrannica, Hal, and Coquette, all you guys, Grasshopper, tagging if you're still there. Yeah, thanks for keeping me company, guys. It was fun. Really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, Hal. And definitely keep talking to me about that because I kind of need it. I kind of need it. Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know if I'll work on this again. If I do, maybe I'll turn the stream back on for like another hour this afternoon. But there's no, obviously, y'all do whatever you want. I don't know, there's no pressure to watch this. Just trying to get this thing done. Trying to figure it out. So, all right, I'll see you guys.